Some big plans are being made for Jey Uso, so we'll see what that's all about. We'll also check out Cardi B making some more huge WWE-related reveals, Becky Lynch's big proposal, and much more. Let's start things off with some major storyline updates for Jey Uso. While Jimmy Uso, Solo Sikoa, and Paul Heyman are still all hanging around Roman Reigns, Jey Uso is the only member that has completely left the Bloodline nest. He's now on Raw all by himself with no direct connection to the family anymore. Even though he's not directly affiliated with the family anymore, his overall story is still lightly related to the Bloodline era. Jey Uso is on a redemption arc, trying to make things right and correct all of the mistakes he made during his time with Roman and the Bloodline. That appears to be Jey's big driving story and motive right now. Some people have been accepting and forgiving towards Jey, such as Sami Zayn, Kevin Owens, Cody Rhodes, and a few others. But some individuals, such as Drew McIntyre, isn't letting go and does still hold on to those Bloodline actions against Jey. So that's Jey's overall big story right now over on Raw. But there's also some major reports and rumors for Jey's near future on Raw, and even some rumors for 2024. Reports claim that WWE is allegedly extremely happy and pleased with Jey's solo run so far on Raw. They claim that the plan was always to use the Bloodline and Roman Reigns' story to elevate Jey Uso to a main event caliber superstar, and that idea has gone exactly according to plan thus far. Obviously, pre-Bloodline Jey Uso is nowhere even close to being on the same level as post-Bloodline Jey Uso. So everything they did with Jey over the last 3 years has definitely taken him to new heights he never reached before. Reports claim that the big plans are still in store for Jey Uso, and he'll apparently continue to play a key role in the main event scene on Raw over the next few months. Jey is also being rumored to possibly be on the Babyface War Games team later this year as well, and the big plans won't stop there at all for Jey. As the calendar turns to 2024, WrestleMania season will be underway, and the big rumor since SummerSlam was that WWE was saving Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso for WrestleMania 40, meaning that Jey Uso versus Jimmy Uso could most definitely kick off right towards the start of the new year and conclude at WrestleMania 40. It was definitely a weird move to split the Usos up without any more conflict or matches taking place between the twins, but that was done on purpose to save the fresh matchup for WrestleMania. So holding a world title may not be on the immediate horizon for Jey Uso, but he still appears to have a loaded future ahead of him for the remainder of 2023 and into mid-2024. Despite never actually appearing on WWE television so far, Cardi B and WWE always find a way to make headlines together, and that's something that has once again happened. Cardi B was recently a guest on Hot Ones, and she opened up about several WWE-related topics. In a 2022 song with Kanye West and Lil Durk, Cardi B had a viral line amongst the wrestling community in her verse where she talked about jumping off the top rope like Jimmy Snuka. Well, in this Hot Ones interview, Cardi B revealed that Jimmy Snuka was not her first choice to be included in the song. She claims that she originally wanted to mention and name drop Triple H on the track and had the line done for the song. But the Triple H mention had to be removed and changed because it didn't rhyme with everything else she had set up in the verse. So Jimmy Snuka became the replacement mention for her wrestling reference. Cardi also made waves a few weeks back where she said she would be open to making a WrestleMania 40 appearance to knock someone out in the ring. Well, she once again expanded on her WrestleMania plans during this interview and said that she wants a special grand entrance for WrestleMania. Cardi B says she wants her WrestleMania entrance to be similar to Melina's. She wants the red carpet, the cameras following her to the ring, and she wants to get into the ring with a split like Melina used to. Cardi B still remains high on the list of potential new celebrity collaborations with WWE, but there's still no word on when they will make that happen. It's being reported several times over the years that WWE has tried to book Cardi on several occasions, but obstacles always came up that prevented the collaboration from taking place. So hopefully both sides could come to an agreement and get something to work out, because Cardi B would obviously go viral for whatever she does in WWE, and it would bring in a lot of new eyes to WWE. Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch are both on top right now as champions for their respective brands. Becky Lynch is still part of the Raw roster, but she's currently the NXT Women's Champion, while Rhea Ripley is the Women's World Champion for Raw. Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch did face each other a few years back on NXT, but they never faced off with each other with a title being on the line. WWE teased a Rhea Ripley and Becky Lynch bout earlier this year, a few weeks before Money in the Bank. Rhea Ripley approached Becky Lynch and told Becky to not even think about cashing in on her if she wants to win the Money in the Bank contract. It was a big teaser that had a lot of fans hyped for that feud taking place down the line. Becky Lynch became NXT Women's Champion, but it looks like the championship match with Rhea Ripley is still something on Becky's mind. When asked by USA Today about her early potential WrestleMania 40 plans, Becky Lynch said that she would be open to a winner-takes-all championship unification match with Rhea Ripley. Although, Becky's idea does seem like a high-profile match that would have everyone glued to their seats, it seems very unlikely that WWE would unify the NXT and Women's World title. Just doesn't seem like the best idea. However, Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley could still have a WrestleMania match just for the Women's World title. That'll still be a massive match, even with one title on the line. Everyone expects Rhea Ripley to walk into WrestleMania 40 still as the Women's World Champion, so Rhea is most likely going to need a massive opponent for the event. So a title unification match may seem a bit unlikely, but an ordinary championship match between Becky Lynch and Rhea Ripley isn't completely out of the realm of possibility for WrestleMania 40. Brie Garcia, formerly known as Brie Bella, has just confirmed that she will be wrestling in the future. Brie recently had an Instagram question and answer session where one fan asked her if she'll ever wrestle again. Brie said that she will wrestle in the future. She's just waiting for her son to be a bit older. She also said that there's so many companies to pick from right now that she has great opponents for her. She said that she'd like to face Saraya, Britt Baker, Trinity, and the Iconics. So that seems to be the big conflict here. Brie knows she wants to wrestle again in the future, but it looks like she has no idea what promotion it'll be with quite yet. But it does look like she does have some pretty big dream opponents across all companies. So no matter where she lands at, it definitely looks like she'll be getting some of her wishes granted at least. But what are your thoughts on today's stories? Leave your comments below. Don't forget to subscribe with all notifications on, and leave a like if you enjoyed. Thanks for watching, guys.